Good morning, Matt. Joseph at Schaefer's. Wanted to do that walk around on the black 2010 Chevy Silverado you and I had just gotten off the phone about. So, like the other videos, I'm going to go around from the outside, kind of roll around to the inside and kind of highlight what I see, what we aren't able to really see in the video, and just kind of make sure it's something you're aware of before we get too far ahead of ourselves. But vehicle overall seems to be in pretty good condition for being 8 years old. So what we'll do here is that we're going to start, move on in from the engine, then move to the inside or outside the inside, and then kind of hopefully get an opportunity for you to test drive. So as you can see, the engine interior looks to be pretty clean. A lot of plastic, so kind of hard for plastic to rust, you know. But as we move to the front of the vehicle, you've got your tow hooks, you've got your headlamps. Everything looks to be like it's in pretty good condition. I'm going to drop the hood so you can see the hood. Not really noticing anything out of the ordinary here. Obviously you can have a few bits of flakes here and there, but nothing's dented, scratched, scuffed terribly. As we move to the right quarter panel of the vehicle, I'm not noting anything major. I mean, you can see that there's a small scratch right here. Getting close, maybe you can see that. Yep. Nothing major, just surface level. Tire tread's not terrible. Looks like you're probably at about 50%. As we looked underneath, as you had asked, there are your shocks and struts, but it's got the plastic casing all the way around it, so you don't have to worry about rust going on under there. Your driver's door and passenger's door. Before I get underneath and show you your rockers, I'm not noticing anything major. All you can really see, I mean, that's just wax just coming off, so no worries on that. Get underneath and show you the rockers as you had asked. Kind of swing it around a little so you can kind of get a better overall view, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. On the passenger's door, though, I noted as I got down, there's just small little bubbles starting to pop up here and there, but nothing major. I mean, that's all surface layer. Moving around to the corner cab, I don't feel and see any rust except for that stuff you see way back there on the frame. But again, underneath, nothing major. Your tires. Moving around on the back quarter panel here, somebody put a Harley Davidson sticker on. Wasn't me, even though I have one. Rear wheel well. Move around to the back side of the vehicle here. As you can see, you got your hitch and your plug for your wiring. No sensors or camera. Drop your tailgate. And let's lift up to see how far under they went. Some leaves and water and moisture. I always recommend, after you buy a vehicle, spend the extra couple $100. Get a spray and bed liner, because moisture under there never leaves and can lead to rusting out. On the back passenger side quarter panel, there is a scratch going down the side. But if you look at the entirety of the vehicle, just your typical wax and a few flakes here and there, a few scuffs, but again, 8 years old, nothing major. Here's your wheel well. And again, I'm going to get under the rockers for you just so you can kind of have your view. Passenger side of the vehicle looks to be in good, clean condition as well. You have the anti-theft on the vehicle. That's on every window again. Our 6-month, 6,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, 50/50 parts and labor here at Schaefer Chevrolet. And we'll check the final wheel well for you. Again, your plastic, your shocks and struts. Looks like some custom rims though, so good for that. Let's hop on in, check it out. So here you've got the LS or SO, whatever you want to call it, for the packages. There is no remote start on this vehicle, but you can always buy one aftermarket from somebody else. As I'm entering the vehicle, you can see the cloth seating. I'm not really noting any major smells. It is a little musty though. That is not a problem with the radio. That is just the way that the camera is looking at the screen. So as you can see up close, it's fine, but as I pull it a little bit further, it looks weird. So it's just the way that the light is portrayed on my camera screen. As you can hear, the radio as well is working. Service tire monitor system. If there's a 2-pound difference between any tire or with those custom rims that you had, excuse me, if they had put the new rims on and didn't put the sensors, that's going to show. But for your mileage, 60,255, as you can see as well, there are no engine or transmission troubles, i.e. a check engine light or traction control light. Cruise control settings, interior lighting, 4 high, 2 high, neutral, and 4 low. So you're shifting columns on the floor, as a lot of people do prefer it. Just remember, when you go into 4 low, you do need to be in neutral to shift that. Heating options, make sure your fan works. Fan works. You've got your third passenger seating, but there is no compartment underneath here as well. So you do have the seat belts as well. You can buckle them in. That's them on the floor. 12-volt outlets, along with your auxiliary port. I'm going to move into the back of the vehicle so we can kind of take a look at some of the options for you that are sitting in the back as well. You do have your power windows. And your power mirrors. I forgot to show you those. And to the next one. Actually, while I'm here, let's see if it makes a clunk noise when we move into 4 low for you, just so we can make sure it shifts properly. So, neutral, shifting column, all the way into 4 low, StabiliTrak off, and let's go into drive. No loud clunk, so that's nice to hear. Now I'm going to move it back into 2 high. Everything seems good. Let's move to the back seat. You've got one, but not the full. Now you got a 180-degree door opening. As you can see on the inside of your doors, it looks to be cleaned. No major rust or anything destroying the interior of your vehicle. Somebody may have clear coated it. You have room for 3 more passengers in here. That strap hanging there, you pull it down and lift to lift up your bench. It's a solid bench, not a 60-40 split. Now the same thing goes to when you want to lower it. You're going to push in, pull the strap, and down she goes. So hopefully this is giving you a little bit more information about the 2010 Silverado here at Schaefer Chevrolet. Any other questions, give me a call and we'll kind of work things out. Other than that, have a great day, Matt.